Welcome to my channel, everyone. I'm Vicki at the Eagle's Nest. Today I want to work on little dangles for your tags, whatever. So the supplies you're going to need are needle nose pliers. I have two sizes here. I have a larger one and a smaller one. I'm just had them out here in case there's a difference that I need them for. And this pair is a round pair. These are needed for making little circles. But you may be able to use the needle nose if you don't have these. I happen to have bought some type of a kit that these came in. And I have the wire cutters out because I thought, why not? But normally you have the wire cutter here on your needle nose. That's normally what I use. And I have some flathead and eye hook pins that I didn't have when I made those. I think I got these on Temu. So you have ones with a hook end already in it. And then you have the flat head. And it just depends on what you're doing as to what you need. If you don't have the flathead, just make the little eye hook there. Let me just get a few of these out. I don't know how many I'll use. Maybe only one, I don't know. And I have some wire. This wire, it says 19 gauge, and this is very thick. So this I would not use. But these other ones, I don't know the gauge. This is much thinner. I mean, you can see the difference in these. So I just couldn't begin to tell you gauge thicknesses. I don't know. And this one's a little bit thicker. So it's okay. It's pliable. You want something that's going to bend easy. That one was very stiff. These two I got at Walmart. They were either 97 cents or $1.97, I don't remember. And this is just something I've had for years. So, wire's not real expensive. And these from Temu, of course, were not real expensive. And then your beads. Okay, I have, these are my O-rings and things that I'm going to be using on the ends. I'll just stick those over there. These are old bracelets and other beady things I had bought up for the grandkids probably. This is a bracelet that fell apart. When your bracelets break, because that elastic that they string them with breaks after a couple years. Just save your beads, you can repurpose them. This was just from some other jewelry I think that my mother gave me, and these were from probably something I bought for the grandkids. And I have these I did not have when I made those. Most of these I got from Temu. All of these. This I found I had bought, which looked to be about the same thing. They're like caps for the ends that you put the bead in. And spacers and that sort of thing. So that you don't have to have, obviously. I didn't have them there, but I have them now. These are a bunch of beads from Dollar Tree. These are probably from Dollar Tree as well. This is a mixture of broken bracelets. Here's the the elastic. You see, it just crumbles. I was getting ready for church one morning, and all of a sudden, all over my floor, tick, 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 with my bracelet. Then I put on another one, and it broke. I think I broke 3 that morning. So, at that time, though, I wasn't doing junk journals, but I saved them because I was going to restring them. You know how that goes, and you never do. So these bracelets, then this here, these are things I had bought for journaling. So they can, you know, you can use these to dangle at the end of your thing. You can add dangles. So there's a lot of little things you can add on there to embellish it. So I'm looking at these bead caps. You take and you stick a bead. That one's like a bigger bead, and it just kind of dresses it up a little bit. I may use that. We'll just see. I only want one big one though. And we looked at those, but okay. So the first thing we're going to do, let's try, I don't know if I have a, you have to have a really tiny bead to put at the end. Surely one of these is small enough. Let's try a seed bead would be the best. Let's try one of these white ones. Yep, there you go. See, that stops it. You've got a little stopper. So now you just want to pick out your colors that you want to use. So I want some bigger ones. Kind of like these. Let me get in frame. Let's see. And if you wanted to put these little things in between, you could. Let's see. Okay. Now, do I want to put one opposite? Could. Let's see. Let's put this one on there. Yeah, that's cute. And put one on the top of that one. So however long you want to make them, depending on what you're going to do with them, you can make them, you know, long or a lot shorter. Little ones. Well, that kind of is too big for that. I don't like it. Let's try something else. Nope, that like hides it, covers it up. Let's try this one. So basically you just, no, I don't like it. I feel like these are just too big for that. Not liking that a bit. So find the hole, and I'm just gonna put a couple of these on here, and we'll do a blue. So whatever your taste is, maybe you're doing one for a specific journal. Like this would be pretty for a sea, ocean. Well, you know what? I don't think I want that on there. One of them just was not. Okay, so there's 3. Should I put some little smaller ones on here? Let's try that. And another one. Okay. Okay. I'll just stop there. So that's way too much. So you gotta kind of judge how much you want to cut off. I've watched videos, there's a lot of videos on this. I'm just gonna cut there. Oh, that worked well. Whoops. Oh boy, and hang on to your beads. Oh, unbelievable. Okay, let's get it back on there. Then we're gonna twist it. Oh boy. Okay, there's that one and that one. And we're gonna grab it, hopefully with these. Yes. So we're gonna just, well, I saw one video where they took and bent it sideways like this. They said bend it at a 45. Okay, like that. Although it's not bent very straight. But it's not the way I had ever done it. And then take, and you want to twist it in a circle, which is why the round ones come in handy for that. Okay, well, let's see. If I could only grab it. Okay. We want to make sure it's all the way so that nothing slips off the end. So it's completely circled around. So if you wanted to add, say, a bulb clip, happen to have one right here, you can put something on here. Let's see, let's find something. Well, these don't hold big, huge. They've got to be able to come around here. So I learned, don't put big ones on there and expect it to go. Well, this is mostly for demonstration purposes. Let's see if this one will work. I'm going to say no. See, that one's just a little too big. Let's see if this one will work. Yeah, that one barely works. So you could put other little beads, then you can just hook that on there. And then it will dangle. Well, you would need a two-ended one for that. This one, I think what we need is a O-ring so that we can hook something onto that. This would be something you would clip onto possibly a tag topper or a side tab. So let's find, I don't think I want tiny, but I want to be able to kind of see it. Let's see. I see one. I want this one. Oh, I've got to keep these closed because things get knocked off the desk, you know. So when you open these, you want to open this way. You don't pull them apart. Learn that. You could use two pairs if you would like, and just twist them. Just twist it. Then you put it in here, and then you twist it back. Just twist it back. And that's pretty good, but I see just a small gap. Let's get it twisted. There we go. And there you have it. Now you can add this to a bulb pin and use that on a page tab. So this is one of those things that it's your preference as to how you want to make them. Now this one, because it already has that, let's just go ahead. Let me see if this one will work. Yes, see, that just goes right there. What do I have in pink? Not a lot. There's some little ones. There's white. We want small ones. White. White. And pink. Couple of pink. Hope that wasn't my head in the shot. I do have these pink journals, so I just don't want, I don't want them to be super long. But for the video, I'll just make them. Okay, now I'm gonna hold on to that. Move that out of the way. Let's try this pair. I'm gonna make this a little longer. Cut that one, there we go. Pick up this pair, and I'm just gonna twist them. I'm not gonna do that, bend it to the one side, because most people do it this way on the videos I've seen. We just twist. Then if you have something sticking out, we just bend it. There. I'm going to bend that in with this pair, because there's just a little piece sticking out, which, okay. So now this is ready for something. So I'm going to show you how to make these. Very simple, very easy. I saw Gi Kerr make these. She has a video on this. Let me do, well, I don't want to. I would recommend using cardstock, something heavy-ish. Well, this isn't super heavy, but I'm going to use that. So this is going to be for the side of a page. Bone folder. I can just use scissors to cut that off. Now, I also have this. I have a punch that punches these. Looked all over for it, couldn't find it anywhere. So this is one I made a long time ago, and I put an eyelet in it. And there it sits for my example. But you can take a round punch. Let's see. This is probably less than an inch, maybe a ½ inch. So you can just stick that in there. Now you gotta try to do it even as the other one. So this is just eyeballing, and then you have that. So it's, you know, it's not just plain, which is fine. Plain is fine. And it's, you know, close to that. Or you could just take your scissors and do it. You could use this as a guide. You know, sometimes it's just easier just to punch it. So then we need another punch. Or you can use a large needle. Okay, I have that. This is a very small punch. I don't know what size that is, but it's very tiny. If you can see that little dot on the top, I don't know. It's very small. There you go. So you can just make a punch in there. I don't know if I want to mark it. You can mark it. I mean, you'd think I'm going to. You'd think I could hit that. No. Gee, pencil. Oh, I did kind of clean the desk off a little bit, but, oh, okay. Got to go for it now. Okay, let's go to where we think the middle is. Don't know. Yay, okay. And then we need a piece of wire. I'm going to have to kind of guess on how long that was by marking it like this, because I did make a couple turns in it. Let's see. This is how I'm doing it. Let's go here. Can always cut some off if it's too long. Okay. Okay, let me look and see what I did. I think you hold it in the middle and you turn it like this. Couple turns, and it's going to look like that. If you want the hole smaller, you can get it smaller. I don't know. It's probably fine. And then we're going to pinch it together, put it in here. Well, that's not exactly in the middle, but that's okay. Well, let me just move it. We can just shift this up a little bit. There we go. And cut that off. Okay, now open it up. Put this down. Okay, now this is too long, so you don't want it longer than this, so now we can cut it. Let's just cut it right there. Okay. We're going to kind of spread that out. Okay. And we're going to tape it. But first, I'm going to ink. If I can find my dauber. Got the dauber and the ink over here. And I'm just going to ink this. Much easier to do before you start folding things. And I mean, that I probably could do as well as that. Good enough. Okay, so we're going to take this. Now I have double-sided tape because that's what she used. Where did I put it? Here it is. But when you go to glue this onto your page, you're going to have to put glue on the other side anyway, so. I'm not even sure how good this tape is. You know how we never trust anything. We always put glue on it for extra support. Okay, let's just put that like that. And we can just cut that off. Okay. There, that's just going to hold that in place until you're ready. Then you will just peel this off. But like I said, you're going to have to put glue anyway, so when you go to glue it on. So let's see, we need a O-ring. Don't need a big one. These look tiny. I like the medium size. These I probably got at Walmart or Joann Fabrics. You can buy these. Any store that sells, you know, jewelry, craft making supplies will have what you need. So we're going to go like that. Then we're going to put it on. So let's find something to go on here. Okay, I can use the, oh, it's awfully long. Well, it's the way it is. I'll use the brown one. I'm going to put that on here. Then I'm going to close it, go all the way back the way I came. I like to pinch it that way too. And I can put a charm on the end. Did I get my charms out? Let me see. Charms. Huh. I don't see them anywhere. That's not charms. Well, I had a thing of charms, but I see them not. Well, you could clip your charm. I have this little feather on this one. So whatever charm you would like to put on there, you could. This one would have been this was actually the piece of the bracelet that was together, that I left together, which sometimes works out well. So then also what you could do is just take a bulb clip and make some little dangles. Of course, like I said, you got to use thin little tiny beads. Let's see. Let's use, and see, these long ones probably won't work. You could probably get one maybe in the middle. So if we're going copper, let's see. We can just put those on here. And these make cute little things that you can clip on the side on your tabs. I sometimes glue a piece of lace and I clip them on the lace. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's kind of raining outside. We have tornado warnings. That's not going to go. I don't think I have anything smaller than that one. It would have to be big. Well, here's some tiny ones. Not really the color I wanted, but just for something different. They have to be small to go around these, around the circles. So let me get 2 more of these. Oh, well, that one's gone. One day I'll find it down there when I clean up my floor. I was just noticing all the pieces of paper that just fall off my desk. Okay, then just clip it, and then you've got that. You know, cute for hanging on the end of a thing. You can also use bits of lace. This, it could be cheesecloth. I have cheesecloth and I have gauze. So I'm just going to cut a piece of this. And you can just stick that on the, let me get pink. Let's see. These I got from Amazon quite a while back. Who knows how much they cost now. Everything kind of went way up in price. I'm going to look for pink. A pink bead. I like this one. I'll go ahead and put the 2 on here. Then I'm gonna, and I'll try to get that in the middle. I can close that. Just put this through here. I mean, it's not rocket science and it's not hard to do. And you can use anything you want to decorate these things. So don't think you have to go out and buy all this stuff, because you don't. I look at all the stuff that I bought that I don't really use, that I thought I had to have. And then you start watching someone who makes things without all that fancy stuff. We can just find simple things. That might have been a little thick, but that's okay. Then you have that. Just a little something to put on there. This I'm going to put back before they get strewn off of the table. Now, let me take this. I'm bound and determined to use those because I want to. So let me see. Let me do the pink. Well, I had one right there. No, I need a small one. Let me use a little pink. Tiny pink. Just because. Well, you know what? I actually can use one of these because it's not going to go through that. Now I'll put this on. See, it looks better on the bigger ones, but I don't know, that one just wasn't cutting it. Let me see if I can find that same one. Let's try that one. I don't know. They look so lost. Let me see if I need to put another one or if I can just put this. Let's see. Let me just keep going. Whoa. Those are hard to hang on to. Yeah. I don't know. It looks kind of odd. But Let me do one more. I wish I had smaller, the same thing. And put a cap on this one. I'll put a small cap there. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to put more beads on here or not, like little ones. Sometimes you just have to do it and see if you like it. Nope, don't like it at all. So I'm going to cut it. This was the sharper one. I'm going to cut. I'm going to hang on to it for now. I'm going to cut it here. Grab these and start twisting. Just a few turns. Pull it up, straighten it out, and you're ready to hook whatever to it. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, boy, that was rough. There's all kinds of little things you can use on to make your page trim things. You can use beads, you can use fibers, ribbons. Let's see. Let me find a blue, because I do have the blue journal here. And you can just make a little knot and have a little fuzzy thing hanging down. Sky's the limit. It's all up to your imagination. Sometimes when you start working on things, ideas just start coming. You think of something that you might have over there that would look great on this. Okay, this I'm going to tie again. I guess you get better at tying tiny things eventually. Okay. That's cute. Just a little something. Let's see about fraying the ends a bit. Yeah, there you go. Yes, and then that could hang on the side of a... Let me see. What do I have? That's the same thing. Here's green. Let's do a green one. Bone folder. I like it to be flat there. Let's see. Well, I hope I get the hole in the middle this time. If I had a pencil to make that mark, it would be so much simpler. You'd think you could see these things, but you really can't. It looked like it was in the middle. It's pretty close. Where's my... I'm going to use a piece of this one. Let's see, how much do I need? About that much. And that's probably too much. Better to have too much. Can trim it later. Okay, so we're going to take this one. You probably could use the needle nose. We're going to make the twists. Okay. Then we're going to go in the hole. And yes, we are way too long. We'll just cut it off. Move these out of the way. Okay. Put that down in. Push it in. Fold it like this. Pull it apart just a little bit and then just tape it. My tape. You could probably use Scotch tape. Doesn't matter because you're going to be gluing it in the end anyway. Okay. This will just hold it temporarily till it's time. Now on this one, maybe I can round the corners. Let's use this one. Of course, make sure your wire's not in there. Okay. There, see? Ink, a little ink. See, the heavier the paper, then you won't see that sort of thing. What was this? This was kind of a cardstock. But you can always glue something on here as well. Find a little embellishment and just glue it on there, and it'll cover that right up. You can do a word. All this stuff I have lying here. I don't see anything appropriate to glue on there. I guess you could glue something large. And then you just glue that onto the page. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but some people would. It's not a bad thing. Well, of course, I see nothing. Here's something. Here was where I had stamped some little things, testing my stamp. You know, I always off-stamp before I stamp on something because you just never know. Gotta make sure it's right. Okay, let's see. And then that could just be glued right on there. I've got to tailor it to fit. It's too long on this side. Let's see. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Ink. Little ink around the edges. Just to make it pop. Of course it would pop. I just like to ink everything. Who am I kidding? I like the look of the ink. And then we'll just glue that right on there. Let's get rid of this. All this other stuff, and I'm worried about that. Okay, my glue stick is over here. I had a little paper here, and we're just going to glue it up. That's why you don't want to throw everything away off your desk, because you might have to use it for something. Happens a lot. There you go. That would be on the page with whatever. I wonder if I have a copper one of these. No, I know I have copper paper clips, which is another thing. You could dangle things from paper clips. Let's see, bulb pin. Something like this. You can put it on the paper clip so that when you clip it onto your page, you would clip it on and then just kind of let it dangle on your page like so. Very, very cute for that purpose. Even the little tiny ones. And then some of them you might want to put an O-ring. Depends on how it lays, if you want it to lay a certain way. So, and your big paper clips. Let's see what I've got over here. These were ink dyed. I'm not sure if the ink doesn't come off of these. You could take this and put this on it. I could have slid that, but... And then when you put it on your page, depending on which way you put that, you just let it hang. I even do that with my, when I make a hidden paper clip or an altered paper clip, you don't push this all the way down, you leave it up, Then you can put your little thing on it. So many things you can do with these. So I say get your supplies and get to making some page dangles. And you can even make them to go down the side of your spine of your journal. You can make longer ones. So this is just an idea of what you can do. Page tabs. They could be on the tag. It could be on the top of the tag, hanging up out the top of the journal, or a tag that you put in the side of the page. They could hang out that way as well. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you can make some of these yourself. And thank you for watching.